All available experts, please report to room A9.
Hello there, everyone. Long time no see, and I'm Crazy Caleb, and today we are back with another KTANE modded module tutorial. Today we will be taking a look at Bob Barks. So, this module will have a lot of indicators that are very similar, and some that are new, let's say that. So all we need for edge work, actually, is the indicators on the bomb, as they are going to relate to this module. So, and their statuses are important as well. So we have a lit FRK, we have an unlit Mike Sierra Alpha, and we have an unlit SND. And that's all we really need for edge work. However, we will also want to note down the positions of each of the indicators on the module as well, because after the first stage, they will disappear. So let's write them down. We have key, Mike Sierra Alpha, dog, and an SND. So, what we're going to look for is the first flashing indicator on the module. And it's going to be sort of like a Simon module where you will press the same answer from the previous stages, and we will do this for 5 stages. So, the flashing indicator is in the bottom left, position of it is, and the flashing indicator is a dog. Now, dog is not a possible indicator to be on the vanilla game, as all of these are vanilla indicators, and then some. So, let's go through some of these rules here. If the flashing indicator is present, is lit, named Bob, and the labels car and key are also on the module. That is essentially a unicorn. I've come across it one time, and what it essentially is saying is you've just won a brand new car. The correct button for every stage is the one with the labeled car, ignore all other rules. So basically what this is telling you is to just mash car until the module solves. I've had that happen before. It's a pretty rare occurrence.
All personnel, please return to your stations.
But definitely possible. If the flashing indicator is present, is lit, and named Bob, it's not present. Let's just go with that rule. So we will be pressing the top left first. And like I said, all of the indicator names disappear. And this is why this is important, but we note down these. So, how does this next table work, as we will go down to table 2 after this first step? So we will use this for the rest of the stages. So, the column is for the flashing indicator on the current stage. In this case, the flashing indicator is key. So key does not correlate to any of these vanilla indicators, so it will be in the other section. And the row will be referring to if the previously pressed indicator is, we pressed top left last time. Top left was relating to key. So key or etc. is the row we'll be using here, and we would proceed from top to bottom. So, we get this rule clockwise. Now, going down to here, clockwise or counterclockwise. Press the button that is one position clockwise or counterclockwise from the flashing indicator button, respectively. So, from the flashing indicator, we will press one clockwise to top right, and that will be our next stage. We will still press top left from the first stage, and we're going to press top from this stage. Our next stage is flashing dog, which is not a vanilla indicator, so it's going to be other again. And the previously pressed indicator was a Mike Sierra Alpha. Now, in this case, we actually have that indicator on the bomb. So, if the previously pressed indicator is present and lit, it is not lit, as I said. It is unlit. So, present but not lit is the row we will be using. And we have another rule, opposite. Press the button directly opposite the flashing button. And the example that it gives us is top left. If the top left is flashing, you'd be pressing the bottom right. So it's a diagonal. So the one that is opposite to the flashing indicator right now would be top right. So top right again. Just like that, on to the next stage. The flashing indicator is now an SND in the bottom right, so we will highlight the SND column. And the previously pressed indicator was the top right, which was the Mike Sierra Alpha, so that row will stay the same as present and not lit. So now here's where we move into some of the more interesting rules. So we have to look at the first condition being FRK. What this is saying is that if this indicator is present on the module, then we will press that indicator. However, we do not have an FRK on our 4 modules here, so we will press the FLS, which says FLS is press the flashing indicator button. In this case, that would be bottom right. And for our last stage, is the top right. So we're going to be taking a look at the Mike Sierra Alpha column right here. And our previously pressed indicator was the bottom right, which was the SMD, and this one is also present but not lit, right here. So same row. So we're going to be pressing Bob, but we do not have that on here, so we're going to be pressing the bottom right. And this will solve the module. With top left, top right, bottom right, bottom right. And just like that is a module solved.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Alright, let's grab a different one. So this time we have FRK, CLR, Mike Sierra Alpha, and lit and car. So for our indicators, the only indicator that we have is a lit CLR. And that's all we need to pay attention to. Okay, so back up to the first display, or the first table, excuse me. The top left is flashing, and FRK is not present anywhere on the BOM. So we're going to be pressing the bottom left first. Indicators disappear, second stage. So let's just say I happen to pull the stupid in this stage, and
I'm afraid
if you
I
strike
can't take it.
in the middle of a sequence, the indicators will reappear just for that stage. So once you press it again, the indicators will go away after a successful stage. So Mike Sierra Alpha is flashing right now. That's a column right there. And the indicator that we pressed, being bottom left, Mike Sierra Alpha, is not present anywhere on the module. So now, if the previously pressed indicator is present and lit, present but not lit, dog or bub, here, etc. Now, this rule is a little bit of a tricky one. It's the previously pressed indicator is not present, but the flashing indicator is present. That's pretty self-explanatory, but I admit I have gotten tricked up with that one.
Emergency clear.
So let's say if top right was flashing in this case, and we pressed Mike Sierra Alpha, that rule would apply because there is a CLR indicator on the BOM. So since the previously pressed indicator was not present, but the flashing being top right was present, that rule would apply. However, in this case, Mike Sierra Alpha is not present anywhere in the module, and Mike Sierra Alpha is flashing this time. So that's what we will be doing. So we're going to be looking for an IND indicator, or we're going to be pressing the bottom left. So we're going to be pressing the bottom left again. And as you can see, they disappear again. Mike Sierra Alpha is still flashing, and the indicator is still not present, so that's going to be another bottom left. Top right is now flashing. Now here's exactly what I said, I think. So the flashing indicator is a CLR. However, however, the previously pressed indicator is not present, but the flashing one right now is indeed present. So this row will apply. So now we're looking for any bobs, or we're going to press bottom left again, which we are going to press bottom left again. And for our final stage is bottom right, so car is the flashing indicator. Car is not present anywhere on the BOM. For the not present but flashing is present. So we press bottom left again, so that would be not present. So we're going to look for FR Quebec or bottom right, which in this case we're going to be pressing bottom right. So bottom left 4 times, bottom right. And just like that is the solved module.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Let's take a look at one final example. We have bub, we have bob, we have NSA, and we have IND. And the only indicator that we have to worry about is an unlit SND, which is actually not even present on the module. So, let's go back up to table 1, as most, if not all of these, will be not present. That'll be pretty easy to determine. So, the top right is flashing. It is not present. Bob is not present anywhere on the bomb. So bottom right, let me just make sure. Yes, it's only unlit SND. So the bottom right will be the first button that we will press. Indicators disappear. The bottom left is flashing, which is NSA. We press bottom right, which is an IND. So that is not present. There is no indicators on this that are present. So we're going to just ignore that rule. So we're looking for a SIG, or we're going to press bottom right again, which we're going to press bottom right. So 2 bottom rights. Next up, flashing is top left, which is bub, which is not present. That's not a vanilla indicator, so that will be in the other rule. And the one that we previously pressed was IND. So IND is not present again. And we're going to press the FLS, which is the flashing indicator. So that would be top left. So the next indicator that is flashing is bottom right, which is IND. And the one that we previously pressed was bub. There is a rule for that because that's right here. Because we don't have that, since we don't have those indicators on
Emergency
the
cleared. All personnel,
we
please
don't
return
have
to
to
your
worry about
stations.
them. We have to worry about them in a special rule on this row. So we're going to be pressing a CLR, or we're going to be going clockwise from the flashing indicator. In this case being bottom right, so we would go to bottom left. And on to our final stage. Top left is bub, that is not present on this flashing indicator status. We press to bottom left, NSA is not present. Simple as that. I'm going to press the flashing indicator, which, if I recall correctly, is top left. And that's our final solution. Top, bottom left, top left. And just like that is the solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching. It feels good to be back. I'm going to do these tutorials whenever I can, and I'm sorry I've been away for so long. Just stuff in my life. Anyways, thank you guys for watching once again. Stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.